Continuing the series of ramblings and memories from the 491 Gallery and the Vertigo Film Club, 2 long-term squats in Leytonstone, London, where I lived for 3 years. From 2002 to 2004. A little posse of us went down to this festival, a nice little kind of family-orientated festival on the beach down in Brighton. A little bit further along, someone had squatted the old Lido. That was a building. I mean, literally, a lot of it was destroyed already. You could just see walls with tiles on, ripped up. Just the remains of the swimming bars of the Lido. So they'd squatted that, and then they were using it as a kind of like barracks for the people who space for the people who went down there, travelled down from London and needed some crash space and also some community space. It was, I'm not sure there might have been a longer term save the Lido. The Lido was pretty fucked. Some sort of wider local campaign around it, I'm not sure, but anyway, we ended up at this Lido in the evening, and there's a whole space out the front, probably where the actual swimming bars used to be, and I'm helping this guy. I got the feeling he was a chef. Maybe he was a chef in the army, but I'm not sure. But he definitely had a kind of chef vibe, or made it known that he was a bit of a chef and he was trained up and knew what he was doing and and he'd taken it upon himself to kind of gather up all the skipped items that and turn them into a sumptuous evening meal for the masses, and he was a bit under the stress of it all, a little bit. He's stressing away, whereas having counters and whatever in kitchens, in restaurants, he just was squatting over fires outside with pots, and he didn't have anything like large enough really. He complained that these pots weren't going to be big enough. He'd have to do too many little kind of too many little servings. So what he decided to do, and I stood there and watched, was to use the on cookers, there's that bit at the bottom where it's metal kind of drawer thing that pulls out, that's usually got all the pots and pans in. There's like a cabinet really. He'd got hold of one of those and he was cooking in it, and I was like, surely that's not right. That's kind of heavy metals, man. But he's plonked all the food in there. He's been chopping away. I was helping him chop away and stuff, and he's plonked all the food in there, and it's like I'm thinking, mate, this is, well, we've got to test it soon. We've got to try it, taste it soon. I'll tell you, once I had tasted it, I thought it kind of had a strong sort of taste of petrol, or definitely heavy metals, and definitely disgusting, and definitely don't, whatever you do, put that in your mouth. He didn't really want to know that too much. A couple of them are going to have a big meal in this room. It's going to be amazing, and they're going to sit down and break bread together. But I'm breaking the news to them. A couple of the people that I know, Sedek was there. Olga, I think Olga was there. I'm not sure. Doug would have been there, but I think I spoke to Sedek, maybe Olga. Yeah, Olga and Sedek. I said, look, that food's dodgy. He's mucked it up. It tastes like petrol. Please, you can't eat it. Mate. Might as well just go and get a bag of chips. In fact, hurry up because the chip shop's going to shut. Yeah. So Sedek's like looking at me, and he's like, Near, because he talks a little bit like that. Near, we need to talk about your energy. Yeah, you have a problem with your energy. It's always, and I was kind of like sent away with my flea in my ear by both, I think, Olga and Silex. Like, it was my problem. I had a problem. I'm negative about everything, and yeah, I'm just being negative about this, and it's spoiling that general vibe, and you know. So I left anyway. I wasn't going to be part of the meal, and they all sat down for this lovely meal, which was served up by this guy, and there was like silence, and there was not much happening. I dare say every single person around that table took a bite of that food. Yeah, probably took a bite of that food, and kind of realised simultaneously that it was really not the way to go, because it had all gone quiet, very quiet suddenly, and then the door opens. I think it was Olga. She comes in. She goes, "You were right, Neil. You know, you were right. The food is disgusting. You can't eat that." Yeah, the chef really threw in the towel at that point. We were all really he kind of had a hissy fit, really. It just started shouting at us. We were all ungrateful, and he's a chef, and you're lucky to have him, and he's put all this effort. He's been cooking for hours, and how can they treat him like this? And and then last I saw him, he's just storming off through this bomb site. It used to be a lighter, and just went into the night. I was in this kind of slight paranoid suspicion that he'd been sent to kill us all, but no, I don't know. Yeah, so that was the Brighton Festival. Yeah, quite a romp, really. It was just, yeah, we're all getting to know each other, really. I think within the 491 Gallery sort of family, there's about 30 of us or so. All getting to, from all over Europe, basically. Yeah, and all different kinds of interests, and you name it. So we're all just trying to get to know each other, and that Brighton one was getting to know you, getting to know all about you.